my YouTube channel. I am here today with a very special guest, and we are also live on the Faith Podcast. Y'all already know, in the closet, it goes down each and every Saturday, but you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel because the closet has been renovated, and it is now known as the Beauty Boutique. So if you want to see what that looks like, if you're listening on the Faith Podcast, then head over to YouTube and check out my channel at Life is So Sincere. But today I want to introduce a very special guest. Her name is Darnisha, but you guys know her as That's Charming. And charming she is. She is one of my good sis for a very, 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 very long time now. And she is the amazing mother to 2 boys. And she is a creator. And she is a full-time working mommy. Okay, she has like so many hats that she wears, but she does them all quite well. So today I'm going to let you guys hear a little bit more from her and just her journey on how she got to where she is now. So are y'all ready for a special treat? Make sure you subscribe to the channel because you need to be subscribed if you want to see more content like this, and like this video and hit that notification bell so you never miss when I upload. Hey girl, hey!
Hey girl, hey!
How are you today?
I'm now nervous.
Why are you nervous? There's nothing to be nervous about. You are the faith community. You are the sincere squad. Like this,
I am the faith player.
Okay. Look.
All right, let's let them know.
You've been here since day one. What you nervous for?
Day one, A1 since day one.
Yes. So I just want to thank you so much for joining in with us today. You know, I greatly appreciate you so much.
Likewise.
So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, of course, the golden question is always, what inspired you to embark on this journey?
Actually, just watching other people, other moms, other influencers, and I'm like, you know what, I can do that too. I think I have a story. Well, I know I have a story that will help others, and it was an outlet for myself. So that's mainly what inspired me. Others, and just having an outlet for my personal feelings and stuff.
Yes, that's awesome. Well, I know you've been on YouTube for about 2 years now. I think you've kind of been more consistent this past year, but I just remember back when, like, you have been faithful with promoting yourself on Facebook, no matter like the likes, the comments, if people are coming or not, but you have always been like really faithful with that. How do you distinguish like between what's too much to post or what's not enough to post? Like, how do you determine like your content? Because you have shared some pretty juicy stuff with us.
I have, but I just go off of how my heart feels. So if I'm feeling it, then I'll share it. If I'm not ready to, get too juicy, then I won't. It just really depends on how I'm feeling the inside. Or if I come across a story or something and I can relate to it, then that kind of motivates me to, you know what, let me share this because this may help someone else as well. I have a story with that, but I'm not going to go too deep. But yeah, something like that.
Okay, that's awesome to hear. And by the way, if you guys are not already subscribed to her channel, you need to do so. The links will be below. So That's Charming on YouTube. She produces amazing content, all things mommy, cleaning, shopping hauls, you name it. And she even shares like her personal story. So definitely something great to look into. So Darnisha, or Charming.
That's
Let us know, like, what do you feel like has been one of your biggest challenges as a full-time working mom and video creator?
knowing when to pump the brakes and just give myself grace and that time to just woosah, relax. But yeah, that would be my main struggle and challenge, is just pump the brakes. It's okay. Take it day by day.
Yes. So what does that look like when you do pump the brakes? What does that look like for you?
I will either go on the fast. I will just not do anything at all, just relax, kick my feet up and do nothing and just spend quality time with my kids and not trying to multitask during doing everything, working, creating, recording, all of that, because it takes a lot of effort
Yes,
to
it does.
record.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's what that looks like. Just kick back, relax, and get into the word too, because that's where I really can say that I kind of realize, hey, I need to pump the brakes because I haven't given enough time in this area. I might, yeah, of course I'm praying and stuff every day, but overall, like, am I really sitting still to see what's up?
Yes, that's so important. On a previous episode, we talked about just stillness with your time with God, which is so important just to hear from Him and get direction, because a lot of times, like, we try to choose like what we're going to do next. And, He has already created the path for us. He already knows what's going to happen. And sometimes we just need to like chill out. Um,
Absolutely.
so could you take us through like, give us an example? Like, I know you'll take a fast, but tell us like how does your scope of work look like? Like, I know balance is like non-existent for all mommies and it looks very different, but like take us through like how do you plan or create and record and edit, and take us through like what that looks like.
Well, can I be honest with you all?
Yes.
I don't have a schedule, but the only thing that I have as far as a schedule is the days that I upload. That's it. I tried sticking to, okay, I record this day, I edit this day, but my life is just changing all the time. I have to adapt with any situation. And at any time, one kid may need my attention way more, or I'm just flat out tired. So it's just not happening that day. So honestly, I don't have a set schedule on how I get things done. I just get it done. And I kind of, I'm impressed by it because sometimes I don't know how I do it. It's just, I just have the energy and I do it. And I know I'm showing up for the people that support me. So that's what pushes me. And that's what's in my mind. When that date come up to where I need to upload, okay, I got people that's rocking with me. They need me. They need that motivation. They might need to hear this. Boom, there it is. And that's just how my schedule looks, honestly.
Well, that's interesting that you say that because, like I said, balance looks different for us all. And my next question was going to be like, what motivates you to keep going? Because when things can get a little chaotic, like I know for me, like sometimes I'll just shut down, like, okay, it's too much going on. Like, let me just take a moment and get myself together and debrief. But then we have to find that thing that motivates us to pick it back up and keep going because we can't just stay in the same place. So what besides like your supporters and things like that, what motivates you to keep going?
And outside of my kids, because they go hand in hand with my supporters, but just having something for me,
Mm,
something that I enjoy,
yes.
because I don't do anything that's for me. And I know as far as my YouTube is concerned, that's for me. That's my love. That's my other baby.
Yeah.
That's that's my stuff.
Yes.
So
No,
when I'm doing
I
something for me, that
yes.
makes me feel really good.
Hmm.
I don't buy myself anything, but if I can sit and just have my time to edit and just see my work unfold, that
That's
gives
a
me
beautiful
so much
thing right there.
life.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely feel that. As moms, we get so caught up in being there for our kids 24/7, but it's like we have to be there for ourselves and show up for ourselves too and have our thing because we share everything with them when it comes to food, our bed, our money, our everything, our time, our energy. So it's like it's really good to have that thing that's for you and make you feel very proud, and accomplished as an individual. Because a lot of times people feel like, oh, I'm a mom now, so now I'm nothing else. And I want, like, my purpose is always to like encourage moms that you have a purpose, like outside of being a mom. Like that's a role that you wear, but that's not your identity. So
Right.
that's really good that you touched on that. I think that that's awesome.
Took a minute, but I'm here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a process, and that looks different for all of us to get there because you know, everyone has a different testimony and everyone has a different story, so it could be trying.
Yeah, amen to that. It can.
Yeah. So, what advice would you give like a woman who's wanting to do something? It doesn't even have to be like YouTube, but they want to do something for themselves. What advice would you give a woman?
Get out your head.
That is one of your favorite things to say.
Because it's something that I'm constantly telling myself. So I will definitely tell someone else the same thing. I was just in my head before getting on here. All day, I'm in my head. No, this is not good enough. This is good enough. Do this, do that. But just get out your own way. And
Hmm.
one thing, just being on this YouTube journey is who cares? Who cares what other people think? They don't see your vision. That's okay. Continue to do what you're doing because somebody is going to like it. Somebody is going to see that vision. So keep going.
Yes. No, that's so true. Um, that's so funny that you say that a lot, like get out of your head. And it's so crazy because there's a second person and it's like that person is up here and when you feel like things are going right, they'll be like, no, you shouldn't do that. Or when you feel like things are going wrong, they'll be like, well, you need to do it this way. You need to do this. Like, like
Right.
stop talking to me. Let me just do let me do me. That's interesting. So with the whole YouTube journey and everything, why are you looking like that? You're so funny.
You just waiting on that next question. Like, all right,
What's coming? What's the thesis?
I'm back in my head again.
No, but with your YouTube journey, and I know you started off as just an outlet for yourself, but where do you see yourself going with your YouTube channel?
Well, as you already know, sweetheart, we striving for greatness despite our situations. And for my YouTube, it's just mainly like taking each situation that we may be hit with and tackling it. I had a question of the day at work, and it was, "What would you like someone? What do you think people should learn how to do?" And that is to adapt. That was my answer, and I feel like when I have my mission statement, it's pretty much adapting to whatever situation you get hit with. And I want to show women, mothers just like me, how we can just adapt to whatever. And then, share the insight of what I do on a daily basis. And I just feel like me just sharing is showing how I strive for greatness despite my situation. So that's where I see my channel going. And honestly, God haven't put anything else on my heart, but that's where it's at, and that's where it's going to continue to go because it's still helping others. I'm still sharing what I go through on a daily basis that I know other women are dealing with. So I really feel like that's it.
No, I love that. And I love how vulnerable you are to even be able to show those parts of your life because a lot of women may feel like, oh, my life is a hot mess and I don't want to show that to the world because they feel like they're the only one going through that. But in reality, we're all going through some of the same stuff. It may be in a different type of situation, but we're all battling something. So I'm all for women empowerment. I'm all for us supporting each other and just encouraging each other to just keep going and keep pushing through no matter what the circumstance is. So I love your vision. I love your mission. And you already know your girl is rocking with you. So I want to know, and I'm sure the people want to know who have been rocking with you for a while. You used to coin yourself as a single mommy to your two boys, but you changed your perspective and mindset. And could you let us know, like, how did you get to that place? Because that is such a stigma, and I'm glad that you did that for yourself because people can put so much negativity with, oh, she's a single mom or this and that, and it's like, I'm glad you changed your perspective. So let us know, like, how did you get to that point?
I didn't want to be part of the statistic mainly. And before that awakening, I was really going through it. I was bitter. I was hurt. Just put it like that. I was hurt. And I just didn't know where things were going. And I felt like I messed up again, once again. So before I came to that conclusion, I went on a fast and I got close to God. And throughout that time, he just kept telling me, like, that is not you. And I'm like, what do you mean that's not me?
Right.
And it stuck out to me that I'm not the single mom that everyone claims to be. I'm not that. I'm different. I'm not claiming that. And also, I like to speak things into existence.
Manifestation.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna have a ring on my finger, everything. So that I'm not claiming that.
Right.
And I feel like when you say, it's like saying I'm broke, or I don't have money to do this, I don't have that. As long as I keep saying that, that's what it's going to be. That's not me. Trust and believe that. We're breaking those cycles. And that's kind of how I came up with, I'm no longer a single mom. I'm not calling myself that. I can be every mom I can be, but I'm not a single mom. Period.
No, that's so true and so real. Your words are powerful, and what you feed yourself, I always tell people this, like, your body, your mind needs a diet too. Like, you give yourself unhealthy foods, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be in bad shape. So if you keep feeding your mind all these bad things and these bad titles and negative stigmas, then your mind is gonna be in bad shape and you're gonna always be stuck in that place. So I think that's so amazing that you were able to have a mindset shift, because that's really hard for a lot of people. And when you've heard it all your life, or that's what you've been saying for so long, like, you can get stuck there. So I love the fact that you're not claiming that anymore, because, honey, manifestation is real, and you are married. You are going to have a family, and it's all coming. It may be very soon. We never know.
Just don't know. I feel it.
that ring finger tingling.
Listen, I've been looking already. You know how God was like, you know what, you should look. Just look. It's okay. All right, I'm looking.
Girl, because you need to know when it's time. This is what it is. This is my ring size. Do you even know your ring size?
Yes, I do.
Okay, girl. What's your ring size, girl?
56.
Okay. You gotta be ready.
Yep. Went to Macy's.
Stay ready. You ain't never gotta get ready. Let me send you the picture of the one that I picked out.
Yeah, I have it in my phone. You know, I can send it to you when we get off this. Okay.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Well, while we're on the topic of marriage and family and all these things, are you dating? Are you with someone? Because, you know, your channel is mostly just you. So, you know, the girls want a little tea.
The girls want the tea. I can give the girls the tea. I am with Carter's dad. That is my baby boy. I am with him. We are working it out. We are making things right for our family. And I can't really say we're dating. That's kind of, when you say you're dating, I don't know. That's kind of hard to answer for me. Because when I think of dating, I'm thinking like other people that doesn't
right,
have
like multiple, yeah.
Okay. Right. So I'm just, you know, building my family with my son dad. How about that? Is that the tea?
Awesome. I love it. That is really good. Yes, I'm sure God has some plans for you all. And as long as y'all keep him first, then it's going to thrive. It's going to be great.
More reasons of why I don't need to say I'm a single mom.
Exactly. So let us know, what makes you happy?
Everyone around me, honestly. Just seeing them happy. But then if you want to go deeper, it's knowing that I'm happy. And not just saying I'm happy, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
So when I know I'm okay, then I'm good. I can always put a smile on. That doesn't mean I'm happy.
Right.
Just knowing within that I have my head on straight. I'm not all over the place. That makes me happy.
That's awesome to hear, because I know you shared some things in the past, and how you got to this place. So can you let us know, like, how did you get to a place of being in a happy, secure, healthier state of mind, coming from just your past experiences?
God, finding God, honestly. That's legit. Like, I want to say it was back in 2015. A friend of mine, still, that's my sis. She and I could relate in so many different ways, and I was just talking to her, and she was also in the mix of, finding God herself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I really just fell into it, and I started hearing from God, and I was like, okay, all right, I've never heard this before. And I don't know, it was just a total 360 for me. And as years went on, I noticed different things change within me and just overall growth. And I think that's where, well, I know that's where I am the way I am where I'm at now is because of God, and just listening to him and just knowing that I can go to him with that without a doubt, because I've faced so many different things, and every time I hit rock bottom, he's always there. And
Yes.
like, I told you. And one thing in the mix of me getting here, I was dating a certain person. And I don't think you ever heard this story, but I I was new to this, so I was praying. I'm like, God, is this the right one? Show me a sign, let me know. And something came up to where I was like, okay, this can't be the sign. This is not it. But it legit was the sign.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Sometimes we
very
ignore those
innocent.
signs.
And I asked, and he said it, but I just did not believe it. And I
Mm-hmm.
continued on doing the shenanigans with my shenanigans. And when I hit rock bottom, it was like it all was revealed. I was reading Proverbs. That's my favorite book. But I was reading Proverbs, and it was just like he was saying it all back to me. And I said,
Mm.
okay, this is legit. Let me get my stuff together. Let me get it together. And from then on is when another, part of my life just changed. But that's a deep story. I'm not ready to talk about. I
Well,
can
when
go a
you're
little
ready,
long with
we
that.
always here.
It's just, it's some details in there that I'm just not ready to speak on personally, that I'm still working with,
And that's okay. Everybody's journey looks different. The healing process is so different. And when you're ready, you'll know you're ready. And we're always here.
Yeah, and I know it will help someone. So when I get to that point, I'm definitely going to share for sure.
That's awesome. Well, it's been so lovely talking to you today. I'm just so excited for all the things that you have to come. I want everyone to make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to her YouTube channel at That's Charming, and make sure you follow her on Instagram at That's_Charming. And yeah, let them know, sis, you have any exciting things we need to like keep our eyes and ears out to the streets for.
So okay, do I want to share that? Well, I am currently working on. I don't know if I want to share the tea quite yet.
You ain't gotta share. You can pop out on us.
I'll just say this. I am working on definitely building my brand That's Charming a lot more. A reason why I don't want to say anything is just because I don't the pressure.
Yeah.
And when I don't, hit those goals, then I feel less than, and then I feel like I'm letting my people down. So I try to kind of
It's okay. They need to stay tuned. They just gotta keep following the journey.
Yes, and I do have something for my boys coming soon, a project that I've been working on with them. So that's kind of the tea. That's kind of the tea all the tea that I can give. But it's a lot coming soon. A lot of things that God has placed on my heart back before the corona hit, that He has spoken to me again about. So I'm like, okay, I got you. I'm going to do it. I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and we wish you well.